why it's difficult for divine masculine to retain. Why it's difficult. Obviously, if you are in twin flame, true twin flame, you've had some separations in the beginning. You had some separation after the bubble phase, the honeymoon, the enjoyment. You started having some misunderstanding, and this happens mostly, I would say, maybe after 2 months, 3 or 4 months. Then you start having misunderstanding, but those separations didn't take that long. You got back together because you figured out that, like, this is the person you've been looking for. Now, during that time, it became difficult for the two of you to have normal conversation. You may have good conversation today, and tomorrow you fail to communicate again. So what started happening? You started having different timelines. You started crossing. If you're divine masculine, you life advanced you. So when you tried to communicate to this twin of yours, couldn't get what you were saying. Instead, this man, this masculine, interpreted your words, your language into something else according to his level of understanding. Until finally you had this separation, which took too long now. Now, before separating, obviously there must be a scandal that happened, and that scandal made this person to run away from you because you became too much into this person. And I remember my twin, the cousin to my twin, told me to say I was too controlling. I got too much involved into this person's life, of which divine masculine all the times want freedom, want enjoy, more especially when it's not awakened. Obviously, he was not awakened, so the understanding and the picture he had about the relationship is like these other relationships. And you, since you are the divine feminine, you are old. You've had those times, and you've learned a lot. Maybe you even married, you have kids and stuff, and you've tried all those things. So this person thought you are taking life away from him. Now, after that scandal, he went, wherever he went, he started now trying to free himself from the communication, from this connection. He tried maybe some other relationships. He tried to spend time with other people. And the more he tried, the more it became complicated. The more he tried to quiet the mind, to forget about you, the more the memories of you became too loud. So it became very difficult. Then he began to question himself, what is this? And like in my case, what is to happen? Mostly when my divine masculine does something, I don't know how life was bringing certain things to me on light. I could just know them like, oh, this and this has happened. Now, if you remember very well, in the beginning, obviously you guys shared some similarities, and maybe there are times when you are telepathy, you can tell your divine masculine things that are happening to them. Maybe if they're scared, you're able to tell them, hey, why are you scared and stuff. So they know you to be someone who is very weird. You are very weird to them, and they know you to be an angel, and they don't want to go out with an angel because they are enjoying being a human. They are thinking being an angel, it's becoming a slave. Why should they become an angel? They cannot deprive themselves, or he cannot deprive himself, the experience of humans on earth. He's just too young, and he doesn't want that, just want to be like anyone else. Those things are things that he's aware of. And every time he thinks of returning back to you, he is judging himself. Remember, you have to remember that a twin flame is your mirror. So whatever this person wants to return back to you, he is able to see himself. And he is judging himself. He is imagining the words you are going to tell him. in his thinking that you are going to reject him, he knows that you are not on the same level. You are pure and clean. At the same time, he cannot let go of you. He doesn't even know what is happening. These are times when someone make a decision in an hour, and next hour make another decision. One thing he doesn't know is that you are no longer in that 3D understanding. You've gone into 5D, where you do not judge now. Because if you are in twin flame, true twin flame, and you've raised your frequency to the 5D frequency, there is no judgment there. You've come to understand that in 3D, the separation was created to experience life, each and every individual to have a different experience, but there is no separation. We are just one thing, one person, one energy, one source. So whatever happened or whatever is happening to Divine Masculine is none of your business, and there's nothing wrong with that, because he's just experiencing life, and all those things that he's doing were just traps to test, to break the pattern. Yes, to break the pattern so that you come out of 3D programming. I want to talk about this. Let me come back to the Bible. I don't know if you're a Christian or any other religious, but I know more about Christianity. In Judaism, of course, that's Old Testament. There is a misunderstanding between Jesus and Moses. Moses gave them the law. He's the one who created a court called Sanhedrin. Sanhedrin is the law, the rules, the condition. Yeah. So, in 3D, relationships have conditions. I don't like this, I don't like that. When you do this to me, is what and what, and ABCD. Now, when you rise up to the 5D, you come to Jesus. Now, Jesus doesn't have rules. Jesus is giving rules, is asking you to give rules to yourself, not to other people. You have to change yourself, not to change other people. Now, the main message of Jesus is love. Love. And what is love? Love is unconditional. Love is agape, does not judge, does not command, does not control, does not rule. Now you've advanced yourself to that conscience. Now, as you are advancing, you only not just advance, you are going to change. The pattern in your body is going to change, and you're going to experience pain, because every time you are removing certain information from something, it's going to hurt. It's like a phone. When you buy a pre-owned phone, for you to remove the information from that phone, you have to bypass. You flash out every information from that phone, so your body is going to be flashed and installed the new information. Now, with this transformation that has happened to you, Divine Masculine is able to feel them. The mindset of Divine Masculine, he plays the game, and this is where Divine Masculine could behave like a narcissist sometimes. The way he tests if you still care is by creating a scandal, maybe nearby your place or close to the people who knows you, or to post something on social media so that you can see them. Now, when you try to control, you try to get engaged, then he knows that you still care. That's how he's going to test you. So after doing all these things, maybe recently you started hearing about him doing some other stuff, and whenever he does things, he's not even going to contact you or anything. He knows he's connected to you. He's going to feel your reaction through energy, through connection. Is going to tell to say, okay, the person still cares. Now, if you are healed completely and you've changed your system, you are not going to be hurt by this. And he's going to feel like you are no longer caring at all. You do not love him. This is where now awakening starts for him. Because now he knows you don't care. He can do whatever he can do. You don't care at all. When he tries to play games with you to say, how are you? I just wanted to confirm to you, to say I've moved on and I'm happy now. You say good. And he's able to feel your weight good as someone who's just good with that. You don't care. Those things, they trigger him to death. They scare him to death. This is where now awakening starts. And I'm begging you, divine feminine priest, make sure you detach, heal yourself, put the pressure on yourself. And these are reasons why it's difficult for him to come. So now, if you've reached that level, he's scared of rejection. According to his understanding, in 3D, when someone stops caring, it means they no longer love you. Yes, someone is no longer love you because that person doesn't care. So he was playing the game of care, triggering your care. And now that game is no longer working. And now the fear of rejection has increased. He knows he has lost you now. This is when he's going to put up good behaviors and character. This is when he's going to rise. I hope I've answered this question and I hope I've contributed something to what you know. So if you've not reached where you can see divine masculine walking with another person, they go and do whatever they can do without any emotion, without any controlling, you have to reach that extent. I want you to know that no one can cheat on you. Not even him can cheat on you. Even when he's cheating someone else, guess what? You are the one on his mind. But the problem you want to control by putting fear in you. So when he realizes that you are no longer afraid of that, it's got nothing to use against you. It's going to come back. Thank you very much. If you watched the video up to this far, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave your opinion in comments. I salute you.